come to the back of your mat. We're going to take the arms overhead. Welcome to your yoga practice. Press your hips forward and then slowly forward fold. Letting the arms go right down the backs of the legs. We're going to walk our hands over to the side. And then over to the other side, just letting your low back open. Deep breath in and out of the nose. Then come back to center. Let's walk out to a plank position. Getting the whole body nice and warm. Lower the knees here that first round. And then lower your chest. Let's press your toes to the back of your mat. Lift your heart a little bit. Strengthening the back body, opening up the front body. And then breathe out. Let's press up and back through bent knees or a plank. And go into downward dog, hips up high. Breathe out and just press the chest towards the legs. Let's walk our hands to the back of the mat again. Breathing in. And then breathe out nice and long. Put a little bend in the knees, roll up. Again, take the arms overhead. Little sun salutations here. Exhale, hands through center. We'll forward fold. Inhaling, let's walk the hands out to a plank. Lower the knees, exhale down. Stretch those toes back. Strengthen through the legs, lift your chest, round through your spine, right into a child's pose, and then downward dog. Inhale, walk your hands to the back of the mat, forward fold. Soft bend in the knees, let's rise one more time. Big lift. Press your hips a little forward. Feel that stretch. Now forward fold. You can walk your hands down the legs or come into a wide, kind of a swan dive. Walk our hands out to a plank. And then let's open up towards me. Lower your back knee. Open up and then come into a side plank. Reach the arm up and then extend nice and long. Draw the belly in. Your back toes are tucked of that bent leg. And then lift your top leg. Take the arm back up. We're in a nice low half moon here. Lengthening through your tailbone. Belly in. Let's bring the hand down. Bring the knee down. Come all the way down to the belly. And then cobra or up dog. Lift. Exhaling, downward dog. Press the chest towards the legs. Walk the hands towards your feet. And then nice soft rise. Big breath in, baby back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Let's walk out to our plank again, breathing in. Then we're going to open up. Bottom knee down. Take the arm up. Lift the leg, take the arm over the head, stretch, stretch, stretch. And then again, lift that arm so you're in your low half moon. We'll bring the hand and knee down again. We're waking up the core there with that little low balance. You want to take your time. Exhaling, downward dog. Now put a soft bend in your knees. Let's step your left foot forward, low lunge. Knee down. And then bring the hands to your front thighs, sink the hips. I want you to take that free arm up and over, side stretch. Now bring the hands behind you, interlace, draw the knuckles down the leg, lift your chest, feel the shoulders open. Hands down, we're going to straighten your front leg, hamstring stretch. Bend into your front knee, tuck your back toes. Bring the heel down, come right up into a warrior two. Press the knee out, and then reverse warrior, front arm lifts. Feel that side stretch, and let's come into a triangle pose, reaching nice and long. Feel that inner thigh stretch, top arm up. Now I want you to feel like you were in your low half moon. Your body's open, you've got length from the tailbone to the top of the head. We're going to bring our hands down to frame your front foot and then step forward, lift your leg a little or a lot. We're going to progress to a little more balancing today. Bring the foot down and shake it out. Little bend in the knees, we roll up. Breathe in, back bend. and forward fold. Let's step back to downward dog. Come forward to plank. Lower knees, exhale down with the chest. Lift with the heart, shoulder blades down. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe out. If you want to, you could be in child's pose here. It's a good option. Just take 3 rounds of breath. One more breath here. I'm just going to switch sides so that I can keep facing you. We're going to put a little bend in the knees. The right foot stepping forward, low lunge. So you've got a new side. Come on up, hands onto the front thigh, and then take that free arm up and over. Hands behind, interlace. Wake up the back body, open the chest. Hands frame the front foot, hamstring stretch. Sit back and lengthen. Breathe into the big muscles if you need to. If you're feeling a little tension or tightness, hands could be on blocks here. And then bend into the knee, tuck your back toes, back heel comes down. We come up, warrior 2 on the other side. Arms out wide, shoulders down, arms long. Knee presses out. Reverse the warrior. Arm behind you, support 2. And I want you to feel that side bend. Length from the front hip up through the side body. Feel the kind of a pre-stretch here. I want you to really, really reach. And then arms up, front leg straight. Lengthen over that front leg in triangle pose. Remember, feel that low half moon here. This is preparation for half moon. We're going to bring our hands down, frame the foot, and then step forward, lift the back leg, little balance. Allow the foot to come down, shake it out. Just a little side, kind of wiggle side to side. Let your back find some space, take your time. And then put a good bend in the knees, hug the backs of your bent legs, and just let your head kind of go side to side. Shake it out. Arms will dangle. We're going to roll up slowly. Inhale, arms overhead, back bend. Exhale, hands through center and forward fold. Let's step back again into your downward dog. I'm now going to switch sides again for you. Just pedal your feet. Press those heels down. Feel some space in the legs, some strength in your legs. And again, bend the knees, left foot forward. This time a high lunge. Keep your back knee off the ground if you can. Always have the option. Arms overhead. And then your back hand to your hip. Free arm is up and over. So the arm that is opposite of your front leg. Take it up and over. Side stretch. I want you to feel it from the outside of your hip all the way up. Now bring the hand down. Come into your modified pyramid pose. Your back heel is lifted and you're feeling length in this front leg here. Again, bend into the knee. Bring the heel down behind you. Warrior 2. So every time we visit the same pose, we get a little more space. We can polish it up a little bit. Press the knee out. Reverse warrior. Front arm lifts. Use the breath. Sink into the hip here. And then triangle pose. Reach long. Hand reaches. Top arm lifts. Let's bring the hand behind you. Draw the shoulder back, opening up. Let's add in here a side angle. Bend into your front knee. You can bring the elbow up on the arm. Elbow up on the knee. Kind of keep that openness here so your chest is nicely open. And then take the arm overhead. Hug it in so you've created a long line from the outside of your back foot through your fingertips on the top. We'll bring our hands down again, coming into, it's kind of a warrior 3 prep. We're coming just to stand and balance on that front leg. Lift the leg. Feeling all the length down the heel. Now again, step back to downward dog. You can stay on that side. And I'm just switching sides so I can keep facing you. Come forward to plank. Lower down. Inhale, lift the chest, strengthen the back body. And we go back to down dog. Little bend in our knees, stepping our right foot forward. High lunge as we come up. Draw the belly in. Feel that long strength. Hips right underneath your shoulders, and then your arms hug right up towards your ears. Now take your side stretch. Hand to your hip to support, and then feel the stretch as the hip goes forward, or kind of to the side. I mean forward towards me if you're facing side like I am. We'll bring our hands down and straighten the front leg. Modified pyramid pose, and that's because that back heel is lifted. You're working to roll that front hip down. Draw the hip of the straight leg back. Breathe in and out. And then bend into the knee, bring the back heel down. We come up, warrior two. So you want to work on not leaning. You want to work on not having the hips kind of positioned from one side. You want to try to keep the hips level, shoulders over hips. So if you've got a mirror, maybe check in or just kind of feel in your body whether you feel like the bottom half of you is kind of like wonky. I see that a lot of times in person, is that this will be here and we'll be all kind of shape shifted. You want shoulders over hips, so you've got mountain pose here. Arms long, little engagement of the upper back, and then reverse warrior. Back hand down, front arm lifts. Now come into your triangle pose, front leg long. We feel that leg plug into the hip socket, hand to the shin or the ankle if that works. You don't have to come down that long. You can be up here. I just want you to have that good alignment. I want you to keep the shoulders in line with the hip, in line with that back leg. Wrap the arm behind and feel how that gives you some space to open the shoulder. Be gentle with your shoulder. If that's not a good idea for you, maybe just put your hand on your hip here, please. And then bend into the front knee. We're coming into side angle. So if you've got the space, you could come all the way down here, but I don't want you to sacrifice your breath to get deeper in the pose. So just go as far as your body will let you. As long as you're in good alignment, you will continue to get more space here. And then maybe if it's okay for your shoulder, take the arm overhead. Arm hugs, and see how I've got a long line from the toes right down through the side body to the outside. So if you feel like you're kind of up here a little bit, I want you to work on bringing the knee forward, lowering and squaring the hip. Just breathe here. And we'll bring our hands down, frame the foot. Again, step forward, little warrior three prep as we lift the leg and feel the leg right down that standing foot. Bring the foot down. Let's shake it out here. We'll bend the knees, roll up, and then step wide, facing my direction. Your toes are facing kind of towards the screen. Your shoulders are back. Take your hands behind you, interlace, palms facing each other, and then lift through the chest. Let's put a soft bend in your knees, and then forward fold, letting your arms go forward, stretching your shoulders. Maybe move your chest right and left. And then hands down. We're going to go ahead and turn all the toes straight towards me. Press your legs nice and straight. Press down to the outsides of your feet here. Breathe out. Let the face relax. Little bend in the knees. Let's come on up. Now, we'll practice our floating. Let's practice a floating half moon. We're going to step to your left foot and then lift the right leg. Left arm is up, and maybe you just bring the hand behind you. Maybe you can come down a little further as the fingertips are hovering above the floor or the mat. You're looking down towards your foot or towards your hand. And then on the in-breath, come on up and put your back foot down. And shake it out. Roll shoulders. Let's do the other side. Turn your right toes. Reach out through your right hand. Maybe lift that left leg. So core is nice and strong, just like we did this at the very beginning. You were towards the floor, hand on the hip maybe, or you can bring the hand behind you. Another option, take the arm up. But I always suggest first looking down towards the floor. It just helps you balance a little bit better. And then come on up. Bring your foot down, shake it out again. All right, let's make some big hip circles here. Circle the other direction, get some movement in your low back. And then one more time, let's practice your balance. It's always good to practice your pose a couple of times. Put a little bend, lift, look down, take your time. You might need a little bend in your standing leg, and that's okay. Maybe take the arm up. Feel the chest open. Stand up tall. We'll go to the other side once you shake that out. If you didn't have great balance on one side, that's okay. We're just gonna do both sides. And sometimes one side's better than the other. Sometimes we have no balance for the day and you just accept that and you just say, okay, no balance today, that's okay. You just gotta know where you are. Lift the back leg. You're on your right side. A little wobbly, but that's okay. And then we'll come back up. All right, take the arms. I want your feet to go directly forward. Your knees would bend and go over your toes. That's to show you that you've got good alignment. So you want your second toe to face forward. Take the arms overhead, interlace, and then arch to the right. Inhale, center, arch to the left. Inhale, and then forward fold, arms out nice and wide. Walk your hands over to the right. Walk the hands over to the left. Now turn into your mat, step to down dog, either side, it doesn't matter which. We're gonna lift the right leg, down dog split. And then exhale, bring the knee towards your nose into a plank. Breathing out here. We're gonna go really slow. Do that one more time. Nice big breath in, extend the leg. Exhale, knee to chin. Again, big breath, lift. Exhale, knee in. I think that's 3. Sometimes I get a little distracted. Let's take the other leg up. Exhale, plank, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee in. Just squeezing and strengthening your core here. Big breath, lift. As the leg lifts, you feel the back body, the glute, the hamstring, low back, pull it in. All right, now go ahead and bring that leg down. We get to sit down. Feet wide. The blood's all in your face and your head. Take a moment here. Let's bring the ear towards the right shoulder, lengthening the left side of the neck. And then head up and over to the other side, lengthen the right side. And let's just stretch into the legs. We're just gonna go side to side here, really slowly, releasing your low back. Maybe waking it up or loosening it. And then let your right foot come inside your left. We'll sit up tall and then chest toward your toes. Chin tucks in. We're just going to lengthen into your low back here. Take your time. As I come to the floor, if it doesn't feel great to sit on the floor, you can also sit in a chair here. If it's a little early or if it's late, sit in a chair and do the same thing. You just take this leg straight and then reach down towards your ankle. Don't force the stretch, just allow your body to breathe into the back body, expand. And exhale, letting the body fold over the leg. Let's roll up and go to the other side. Right leg straight, left leg in, sit up tall, and then slowly forward fold. We'll revisit the other side in a moment. I want you to just focus on the breath coming in and out slowly. Come up, let's extend both legs again. Just reach towards the ankles. Reach side to side. Feel how your back loosens and opens up just with those few little breaths of stretch. Let's reach towards your left ankle. Take your right arm overhead. You don't have to touch your toes here. I just want you to feel the weight of your arm going to the side. You're feeling side stretch here. And then go to the other side. Top arm up and over. Stretch long down through your hip. And then come up to the center. Let's walk our hands forward. Tuck your chin and fold. Now come only forward as much as feels good here. So if you need to, put a little pillow under your tailbone. It'll help tilt your pelvis forward and give you more space to fold in. And then roll up slowly. Let's go ahead and come onto your back. Bend the knees, hug the knees in. Little rock side to side. Let's take your knees over to the right and then extend your left arm out. Feel that twist come from your low back. Maybe it extends down your leg. You're working that back shoulder towards the ground. Maybe you extend the top leg long. Then bring the knees in. Let's go to the other side. Elongate that top leg. Good stretch. Good balance from all the movement you do in the rest of your week. So even if you just join me for yoga once a week in this short little snippet, it's so good for your body. Maybe you can lengthen your practice. Maybe you can watch the video again, or even just choose another practice here. You're always welcome to hit pause and take any of the positions a little bit longer. Let's bring the knees into your chest here and come into happy baby. Your feet face the ceiling, and you're pressing your knees towards the ground. If your hands don't meet your feet, that's totally fine. I want you to just draw your legs towards you. You can rock side to side here. Feel the big muscles on your back. We'll get a quick little stretch in your hips here. Bend your left knee, your right ankle comes to your knee. We're going to thread the hands behind, pulling everything in, gently pressing that knee away. Breathe in the back of the leg. And then let's switch our legs. Left ankle to the knee. Pull everything in. Stretch the outside of the hip. Maybe flex the foot so the toes are coming towards your shin. And we'll unwind the legs, put both feet down. Let's stretch the front body, press your heels down, lift your hips, breathe in, And then exhale, roll down nice and slowly. Take your time. Nice big breath in, stretch the knees forward, lift your hips. Exhaling, roll down. One more time, big breath in. Front body stretches. Exhale, roll. Knees to your chest. Give your body a hug. Say thank you to your legs. Say thank you to you for taking time to spend stretching, doing what's good for you, only moving in your own range, taking your time and just practicing acceptance of your body, practicing getting some information from your body. You can roll over to one side or you can roll up holding onto your legs. Maybe your hair is all poofy and beautiful from laying on the ground and rolling around. Let's sit up tall, close the eyes. Just feel the groundingness of your sitting bones pressing down, your chest lifting, your shoulders pressing back, and then let go of all the posture cues. Just breathe here. Breathe out of the mouth. Again, nice deep breath in the nose. Breathe out of the mouth. Thank you so much for joining me. Know that it's just so good to move your body in all the ways. It doesn't have to be a beautiful sequence. It doesn't have to be a perfectly timed movement. Just listen to your breath. Let your body slow down and stretch and open, and it'll be good to you. If you're good to your body, it will be good to you. Have a great day, and thank you always for joining me. I'll see you next time.